Hello guys. Welcome to Top Anime Sensei. This video is the continuation video after Yuki's betrayal Maribel's end. So if you have not watched it, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Anime Sum Up for the amazing recaps of different anime. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. Milim faced me with shining eyes. She trusted me a lot, even under a lot of stress. I continued to put on a confident air and explained my plan to Milim. Listen to me now, no matter how large a monster is, it must have a core. Why don't you use your precision attacks to knock out the rest of its body until only the core is left? It was just like when we tried to save Phobio, who was possessed by Charybdis. Milim should be able to avoid attacking the Chaos Dragon's soul. The astral body and spiritual body that were responsible for protecting the Chaos Dragon's soul had been completely corrupted. Actually, it was the opposite case. It was because of the damage both bodies had suffered that led to it being corrupted by hatred to this extent. On top of that, with the corruption of Maribel's greed, it was incurable. But perhaps, it was possible to preserve its soul alone. It used to be Milim's friend, and it could be seen, even if it was just a tiny bit, that its core was fighting hard so that it wouldn't diminish the remaining light in it. But it has become so powerful, I probably won't be able to penetrate it without applying enough strength. I may accidentally destroy it completely. Didn't you learn how to control your strength before? Your friend is trying very hard, so you should show the same courage as well. I wasn't going to let her find any excuses now. The most important thing here was courage. If we fail, if we were to have such a notion in mind, what could have been a success, would fail anyway. I will assist you, just follow my instructions and concentrate on unleashing the full force of your magic. I was playing cool when I said that I had a plan, but there actually wasn't any. It would all hinge on Milim just toughing it out. But this was not her first try. I had witnessed her doing it once before and it was very successful. The scale this time was different, but it's the same thing. Okay, I have faith in you, Rimuru. Right, just count on me. I acted all confident. This would have a huge impact on everyone's mood. The thought of failure alone was extremely scary. But there was no other way, only I could do this. I'll be counting on you, Raphael. Understood, leave it to me, my master. I always pushed my responsibilities to other people and was pretty powerless in this situation. Now I really gotta put on an act. Don't be afraid of failure. Everything will be fine. I tried to convince myself. It's all right, last time you were successful almost immediately, this time will be the same. Let's go, Milim. Yeah, you are right, then here I go, my friend. Watch carefully now, behold the brightness of all the stars in the galaxy. Drago Buster. A blinding light was shot out. It felt as if my brain would be burnt to ash even if I closed my eyes. Milim unleashed a gigantic swirl of power and it went straight at the Chaos Dragon. Its unknown power formed a barrier that impacted Milim's lightning. The two powers began to clash. I analyzed the wave of energy and found the source of the Chaos Dragon's power. I was doing this simultaneously while Raphael-san's analysis helped Milim control her power. It was so heavy, the power was so heavy, I could tell that my magicules were going down. With this much energy input, the Chaos Dragon still didn't seem to have weakened. What a tough foe. I was almost losing hope. But if we gave up here, everything would go south. All my planning had been for times like these. I believed this deeply and gave it all I had. On one hand, I tried to calm myself down, and on the other, I slowly tried to get rid of the evil spirit trapping the Chaos Dragon. The entire process lasted around 1 second. However, the heavy, oppressive aura I felt in that one instant seemed to last an eternity. I see it. The uncontaminated core of the Chaos Dragon. It was still glowing with a dim light. I can't just rest yet. There was a black fog formed by greed and an evil spirit of hatred. Even if I extracted all of those, it might still cause some mental corruption later. I had to proceed with extreme caution. All of a sudden, the black fog disappeared. Yuki must have defeated Maribel. Okay, now we have a chance. Gluttonous King Beelzebub. Milim, let's take this chance to get it done. Can you increase your input? Just leave it to me. Drago Nova. Following my instruction, Milim began to show her true abilities. This, once again, made me realize just how strong Milim was. How was it possible for her to put in even more power at that point? The fact that she could casually pull off ultimate techniques like these showed that she was on a different level to me. Ah, no, this is no time to get all impressed. Okay, Chaos Dragon, we will set you free now, I muttered, beginning the final step. Timing was key. The spiritual body of the Chaos Dragon had leaked out, and Milim's magic had destroyed it, along with its astral body. I witnessed all that, and before Milim crushed its core, I needed to execute, Devour Soul. Ignoring time and space, gluttonous King Beelzebub was activated. As long as I could see, it would finish the job faster than Milim's magic. And, my plan worked. I successfully obtained the Chaos Dragon's broken core. As the core that managed its enormous magicule content disappeared, the Chaos Dragon began to collapse. But that was precisely the issue. Rimuru, this is bad. It's going to explode. Seeing my signal, Milim stopped her magic. But there was still a gigantic energy field that was powerful enough to warp space left. The clashing powers collisions had created a super dense energy cluster. It would start to destabilize soon. Sooner or later, it'd cause a huge explosion. Even Milim wouldn't be able to deflect it. She looked at me anxiously. But I was not panicking at all. According to Raphael's calculation, I should be able to manage things. Don't worry, I'll figure something out. Do you really have a plan? Milim was quite shocked. Her admiring glances were very satisfying, but if I messed this up it would be truly embarrassing. But let's not talk about that possibility now. It's gonna be alright, no, Raphael-sensei? I accidentally asked internally. Will it get angry at me? No, there is no problem. As usual, Sensei replied calmly. It seemed that it had gone all out as well, how very reassuring. I gave a smile and set my eyes on what used to be the Chaos Dragon. Nothing but a carcass was left. So, there was no need to hold back. Devour it all, gluttonous King Beelzebub. Considering how large the energy cluster is, can it really consume it all? Beelzebub began to show its strength, devouring my worries as well. It far exceeded my expectations and ate the thing whole. It's as if nothing had happened. Is it over? No, not yet, we still need to try and save your friend. Eh? Can we really save it? Yes. I've prepared just the thing for this type of situation. That's totally a lie. I took out an emulated soul. Ignoring a confused Milim, I concentrated my will. Theoretically, it will work. Indeed, Raphael-san can guarantee that. I just need to put my faith in it. Straightening my back, I had faith that it would be successful as I began to work. I needed to pick up every single shred of its broken core and put them in the emulated soul. Before that, I utilized my Devour Soul to combine the shreds. It was easier than I had imagined. The problem was afterward. Whether the core could safely possess the emulated soul. It wasn't reacting. I was losing my cool. Even though I looked calm, I was trying my hardest to resolve the matter. What should I do now? A cliché in many fictions suddenly crossed my mind. Milim, does the Chaos Dragon have a name? You mean, a name? It didn't? Shit, I gotta stay calm and figure out something else then. It's called Gaia. I thought of that long ago and was going to name it one day. Its name is Gaia. So it did have one. That was reassuring. I whispered the name, Gaia. That was a pretty good name. Your name is Gaia. Why don't you wake up before your friend starts crying? Finally, the emulated soul began to glow lightly. It succeeded. The soul now had a core. I used a master core to cover Gaia's emulated soul. And there, the avatar core was completed. And my work here was finally done. At this point, time would resolve everything. When the wounds on Gaia's core healed, it would be revived in its ideal form. Gaia wasn't using an avatar. This was its actual body. It would morph into a brand new monster and be reborn in front of Milim. It worked, Milim. This is a brand new Gaia. It hasn't been born yet, it's like an egg. I finished as I handed the avatar core to Milim. I know everything will work out if I leave it to you. I have confidence in you, Rimuru. Thank you. It was great to see how happy she was. Luckily, I didn't fail this time. But more importantly, I could see Milim's happy smile. It made me happy too. Let's head back. Surely, everyone is worried. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone about my epic battle. Yeah. That being said, thank God Milim was here. This was not something I could have handled. The castle emerged on the horizon. I could see all my companions. They were all waiting eagerly, and I was glad that everyone was alright. Now the issue had been resolved. I really wanted to go back and relax a bit. Take a shower and have a cup of beer. Filled with joy, Milam and I returned to our party. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched my other videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.